couple of weeks ago, I had a chat with a lady who recently, almost lost her job. And, the situation, was she's currently on the skilled worker visa sponsorship. And, she had a little bit of issue at work. And, you know, she had to face disciplinary committee. At the end of it, they actually had intention of, dismissing her from the job. And obviously, if she gets dismissed, she also lose the visa sponsorship, and she would have to, probably have 60 days to get another sponsor, and if she doesn't get another sponsor, she would be forced to leave the United Kingdom. And after having this chat with her, I discovered that some of the mistakes, or some of the things she did wrong on the job, actually doesn't warrant her being dismissed. But yeah, I think she wasn't playing the office politics well. And I felt for those of us who are working professionally here in the UK, especially if you're like, the only black, or you probably, you're obviously going to be in the minority in the organizations, the things you need to do to be very strategic, while on the job, at least I've worked professionally, for the last almost 2 years now, and every of my line manager, they're all white guys, and I've got fantastic, I mean, excellent relationship with them. And for those who are professionals in the UK, just want to have a chat about, what you need to do to be able to, you know, um, run through the office politics where you work at the moment without putting yourself on a bad spot. So if it's not something like to know, if you're working professionally or you're looking at getting into the professional world here in the UK and you're a black person, these are some of the things you need to do, which I'm going to be talking about in this video. If it sounds like something like you'd like to know more about, don't go anywhere, keep watching to the end. And if you're coming across this channel for the first time, do well to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Just like back home in Nigeria, whereby if you're working professionally, there's just like office politics, people being preference, or being boss's favorite and all of those stuff. Trust me, guys, it happens here in the UK also. If you're working professionally, you need to be very strategic with how you relate with those you work with, and that's just the sincere and honest truth. Now, for example, this particular lady I mentioned earlier, she had a little bit of issue, on her job. And trust me, guys, the thing about the UK is, even if they're going to probably sack you or dismiss you, it's not something that happens, you know, overnight. There's going to be a process, especially if you're probably going to be dismissed during probation. You have like, probation review, and they're going to give you like feedback that, oh, you're not performing as they expected and all of that. And if they're going to eventually dismiss you, it's going to happen after a long time of you sensing that particular dismissal coming. Now, this particular lady, she, worked with the organization for a couple of months, and, she was almost running up her probation. And, she had a little bit of issue, because of confidentiality purpose. I'm just going to say she was supposed to do some certain things, but she wasn't doing them the way she should be doing them. And she made a mistake at some point, and there was a conversation about dismissing her. So they said that she got invited to the she got invited to you know to panels to get her case reviewed. Now the truth is, what she did, practically according to her, even those other whites on the job are doing exactly the same thing. And when she spoke to the union, they said, oh, the major reason why she's probably facing this is because of either her skin color. And the truth is, racism is still in action, although it might not happen. What's the right word to use now? They might not actually show it to your face or say it to your face, but in a way it's actually still happening. So how then do you navigate all of this issue at work? Guys, you definitely need to play your office politics well. And the truth is, in as much as racism is happening, and you want to live above it, you need to join the office politics either way. Of course, you're not going to be licking their ass or trying to please them in every way, but you need to be very smart. I've got a friend who was able to like navigate through office politics, and work with NHS and became a band 7 in about 3 years, after joining the NHS, because I was able to place office politics very well. So now many of these parties that they go, they are like Teams Day, and this is one of the things most people actually make mistake on. You go for, your team is going to be organizing Teams Day, bonding, sessions, and you choose not to go. Why? Except you have good reason, probably childcare or anything. But some people just say, "Oh, I can't blend with them. I'm not going to go for the Teams Day." Why wouldn't you go for the Teams Day? You need to find a way to blend with these guys. They often like someone who, of course, not too forward, but someone who try to like integrate with them easily. I understand their jokes can, be not funny sometimes, if you understand what I mean. Sometimes, they crack joke at the office. Where I work at the moment, I'm the only black, on the team. A team of about 15 of us, and I happen to be the only black. And sometimes they crack some jokes in the team's meeting, and I'm like, okay, that's not funny, but of course I'm going to laugh, just to so it doesn't look awkward and all of that. So yeah, you need to find a way to like bond with these guys. They are the ones sponsoring your visa at the moment. If they're not sponsoring your visa, they are the ones you're working with, and you need to have a good relationship with them, especially your direct line manager. Trust me, guys, you have to have a good relationship because those guys are the ones that you know will give recommendation, will appraise you, and tell the top guys how exactly you are performing. So you need to have a good relationship with them. Try to go for all those team bonding that they do. Have conversation with them, and one other thing one needs to do, while working professionally in the UK. If you have any other thoughts, please state in the comment section, as you watch this video. Now, one other thing you need to do while working professionally in the UK is that you need to try as much as possible to be visible. And this is one thing that most people are, oh, I'm laid back. I don't really like to talk. I don't like people to see me. I just want to do my job and go. No, it doesn't work that way. You need to be very visible. You need to, not because you're trying to get their accolade, but if they are actually even having conversation about dismissing you, you definitely would have some people who say, no, that guy works. So for me now, I work with, with a team, as I said earlier, about 15 of us. And, one thing I try to do is I try to like have a relationship with practically every one of them. And when I say relationship, of course, work relationship. And, even though the company I work with at the moment, I recently joined them a couple of months ago, and most of them tried like contact me. Hey, Daniel, can I have this information? Oh, Daniel, can I have this information? And not because you're trying to lick their ass, but you're just trying to make yourself visible. So if anybody is saying, "Oh, I don't like the way Daniel's working," other people will say, "No, I work with him too, but it's actually great. It's fantastic." You get what I mean? So you're going to put yourself in a position whereby, when they're having conversation about, questioning your work ethics or how you work, you want to have that relationship that someone else on that particular team will be the one fighting for you, not you having to fight for yourself. If you have to fight for yourself in an organization when they are actually questioning your work ethics or how you work, then you're not doing the right thing yet. You get what I mean? So you need to have good rapport with these guys. Try to do your job effectively, and not just do your job effectively, make yourself very visible. I mean, honestly, one thing I actually pride myself in is my ability to sell my skill set, and I think it's one of the things that's really be helping me to get this different job offers I've been getting here in the UK. You need to sell yourself well, and make sure that you create a good perception, because one thing about the white people is really about perception. So anyway, so this particular lady eventually got to go for a hearing. She wasn't sacked, thankfully. She was actually given a warning, and it's going to be in a record for the next couple of months. So it's very important. Please try to be visible. And the reason why she was facing this was because one person raised an issue about her, and they had to take it to the disciplinary committee. Trust me, before it gets to the disciplinary committee, they must have talked about it among themselves. And the fact that nobody could, say, "Oh no, she's a very, fantastic lady," there was something she was doing wrong. She's this kind of person that, oh no, I just want to go to the office, do my job, and leave. I don't want to, get into anybody. That's it. You don't do that. You need to join this. Not that you need to join the office politics, but you need to actually be political about how you build your relationship with those you work with. Anyway, thankfully she didn't lose the job, which I'm really happy because it'll have been a different conversation at the moment. So if you're currently working professionally, what are the things you've learned on the job, working as probably part of the minority in the organization? Please state in the comment section. You might be helping people, build that good, professional ethics at work. And yeah, I'm going to be responding and having a chat in the comment section with everyone. If you find this video informative, please click on the like button. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, do well to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, thank you for being here. I really do appreciate you guys.